Many things can be said about the bugmen, the hivers. But there is one undeniable fact of life. They know their way around a polearm. These 3 soldier drones that you're looking at have just felled this gorillo. By God, they do get a lot of gorillos over the... They do get a lot of visitors. There was another one here. There he is. There was another one here, but he disappeared already. He despawned. And there's another one over here. He's eating corpses off of hungry bandits. Turns out they're corpse eaters. And, well, they brought me a lot of trouble trying to get my squad back alive. Good Lord, y'all. This was, one hell of an experience. We're still beat up to hell because every time I got my people back together, we got another wave of hungry bandits or some more dust bandits, and it was a massive pain. Meanwhile, we've got the world's most persistent hive trader here. We're gonna sell some of our last stuff here. Oh, we also got attacked by, well, not necessarily attacked, but we got robbed by a bunch of, what's their faces? Slave mongers, slave traders. Some of our people were unconscious. Ooh, raw meat. I need that because, well, that's the only sort of reasonable priced food they have here. They charge 400 cats for 20 nutrition in this dried fish, which is horrible. So yeah, we're not going to have any of that. But yeah, slave traders tried to steal Bard out from underneath me. They stole his weapon. I had to steal it back from them when 2 gorillas were murdering them. Turns out there's a crap ton of gorillas around here. And we're making good money. But I never want to return here again. Good Lord. These soldier drones, however, they know how to fight. I can give them that much. You're a hive caravan boss. What do you have to trade? You know, maybe I should send Ruka instead because... Oh, there he is. And he's back on the ground. Wow. Oh, you've got ration packs. You've got Gohan. Oh my God, we're saved. Gohan. 75 nutrition for 500 value. Versus like food cubes, which are a bit smaller. Yeah, there's just no comparison. Gohan all the way. Please, thank you. Oh. They've got some peg legs as well. These are replacement limbs if you decide to lose yours. Well, decide to, you know. Right. Oh man, we are finally prepared for the journey again. Oh my God. Yeah, let's get your leather. Let's sell it, why not? Oh, that is 8,000 spent on food right there. But it is oh so worth it. And we'll get like 1,000 back from selling the leather again. Good Lord. I've spent like a good hour and a half just trying to get my people back on their feet. And we're still in a terrible shape, don't get me wrong. But at least now we have a fighting chance. Sometimes that's all you need. On the plus side, our stats are looking great. You know, 11 toughness, 11 dexterity, 19 strength, 20 melee attack, 9 melee defense. It's getting up there. Comparison Daisy, also slowly getting older. She's got good stats already for a pup nearly a third her age. She's gonna go into another age group soon, I think. Then we've got Hobbs, 2013. On the melee attack and defense. Yeah, we're getting up there now. 1910. 24-23 on Griffin. He's becoming a proper badass. Bard didn't really get a lot of time to shine. Spent a lot of time knockout. Sadly. And then Ruka, 1914. Also kicking butt. It's great. Anyway, these little lanterns, they actually give lights and you can see them on the belt. They're quite cool. They're quite useful, I'll be honest. They do weigh like 4 kilograms though, so you don't want to carry too many of them around. They're really heavy. I think they might use chargers in the fog, if they even do anything at all. You know, we're going to find out eventually. But now's as good a time as any to have another look around this little village, because we came here to see the sights, and by God, we will see the sights before we leave. This has been both a joy and frustrating at the same time. Because, oh my God, I spent a lot of effort trying to get... Oh, look, look, there's another gorilla. You know, if we just stay here for long enough, we should be able to farm easy food, easy money from these suckers. But no, that's not how I play games. We're going to be moving on as soon as we're in rough travel order. Over here, however, we appear to have a bit of a factory. Whatever the hell they produce, I don't know. Huh, damaged books, copper... Interesting. They do have stuff in here that you could potentially steal. I'm not going to steal, of course. That would be silly. We're surrounded by like 100 drones. Fleeing into the middle of the city here is a remarkably good idea. Let me show you. Now, it's obviously stupid to try and aggro these, but... there we go. The hive will protect itself. They're now getting murdered. And these polearms, they have reach, so they don't have to get super close, which is really smart of them. I would do exactly the same thing if I actually, you know, had any people with polearm skill. And any decent polearms to buy. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Not yet, anyway. But there's one more building of interest here. A robotic shop. Now, we've seen those little legs and, you know, the replacement limbs. Check, yes. You can buy many robotics here. Economy legs. The hive is really good at cheap spare parts. And the better the grade of the arm is, the less stat penalties there will be involved. Of course, the price will also be higher. For example, if I get a standard arm, my crossbow skill will be minus 27%. Specialist, minus 16%. Of course, these crappy arms and legs are never going to be enough to compensate for, you know, the functional limb that you just lost. But they might just get you back on your feet for long enough. Literally. But yes, that's basically all there is to see here. There's some other, like, communal houses here. There's no recruits of any kind. They are all part of the hive. They are all quite happy to stay here. There we go, let's find this trader again. Let's sell him a little bit more leather. And then I think we'll be setting off. Because frankly, this place is its own kind of infuriating. Could research polearms if we buy that. But we need a research bench. And I don't think I'm quite ready to settle down and start researching quite yet. I'd like to find and hire a scientist in the field. Anyway, we've kept up these hivers for long enough. You know, there's plenty of gorillas that charged in here in the meanwhile. I couldn't find the dust bandit that we had the bounty for, but ultimately we've made enough money here, so I'm not too fussed about it. We'll be able to show off the bounty system in the future, no doubt. But for now, I think it's high time we head back to Stack. Because I would like to maybe have a look at this fog that was mentioned. There might be something interesting over there after all, if they want to overcharge us horribly to get in there. It's time for this adventure to continue. into the next phase. It's always nice to return to a bit of a sense of familiarity. Even if they might not like our new companion. Well, warn us once. They don't like the shack. That much is obvious. But they seem to have no trouble with us entering for now. Either that. No, it can't be Daisy. Daisy's well behaved. Anyway, now that we're back in safe lands, I reckon it's not a bad idea to hit up the tavern. So let's be honest. We need some rest. Especially poor Feck over here. He's been holding the group back. Oh look. It's our old friend Winzap. She's still... Yeah, she's still a basic recruit. I'm not sure if I would like to recruit a basic person. But what I do know is that we need to recover. At least a few of us do. We'll pay a couple hundred for bed rentals because, frankly, a couple hundred is easily worth it. When it saves us 8 times at a time for like 4 people. As for Rook and Griffin, they're gonna hit the town. Hit up the bars. See what people know. Maybe we can find something out. Maybe we can find someone. Maybe we'll find some good equipment. After all, someone must know something about the fog. And why it's supposedly a bad idea to go there. We could maybe stock up on a bit more food, although prices here aren't great. And we do have a lot of Gohan still. Let's not underestimate that. We have a lot of Gohan. It will last us for quite a while. And even little Daisy is able to eat it. So really. Oh, right. Right. I was trying to talk to him with Ruka, but they won't speak to her. Of course, because she's a Shek. So keep that in mind if you ever take your Shek characters down to the Holy Lands. They will refuse to speak to you. At all. Hell, they'll barely tolerate your presence. Out in the wild, paladins might attack you for your choice of companion, or force you to give them up into slavery. All, as you can probably agree, none too agreeable destiny for your companions. Unless, of course, that's the way you think about them. Either way, I think it's a good idea to get ourselves a second sleeping bag. Nothing else. It'll make getting people back on their feet easier next time. And there will be a next time. Looks like escaped servants. Oh. Oh, it looks like some of them might have a bounty. This person has a bounty on their head. You can check it if someone has a bounty in the status panel. Mouse over this panel to check which faction set the bounty. To collect bounties, you'll need to take them out to a police station first. Either knock the person out by attacking them or stealth assassinating them. Carry them to the nearest town. Pick up a bounty, hold and click the right mouse on them to bring up the interaction menu to pick them up. Once you've found a police station, talk to the police chief for your reward. Hurrah. Now, this is a bakery. They're going to trade food. Some of it. Again, price is going to be much the same. But I do want to see if I can snag myself a bounty. Maybe 2 even, if we're being generous. After all, these escaped servants are Holy Nation outlaws, specifically. Now, it's going to be stealing, technically, to take from them. But will anyone really care? After all, these are criminals. I'm going to pick you up and see if I can... Excuse you? Oh. They weren't talking to us, thankfully. Or maybe they were. Could have been Ruka, I'll be honest. Either way, these holy escapees are on the wrong side of the law. We're gonna have to make sure they stay safe. You know. Bounty 500 cats by the Holy Nation. It's not much, but given that it's free, and it should increase our standing with them a little bit. Yeah, keep them on a close watch. Sage advice. Sage advice indeed. But, there we go. 2 bounties of 500 cats. I think that's a nice little payday. That's going to pay for the beds that we just got. Which is sweet. It's a valid way to earn money. Although this was kind of lucky, I suppose. Now, if you were to encounter a slave shop, you can sell people into slavery. There's slavery in this game. Of course. You know, there's cannibalism, there's other things. Slavery, why the hell not? High Inquisitor Seta. Hello. Blessings from Okron. You've captured a Darkened. Hand them over for redemption. We'll take care of them from here. Take them, brother. It is my pleasure to serve Okron. You have served Okron's crusade well, brother. What about payment? What need is there for payment when one has the wholesome duty of carrying out Okron's will? This greed is to be expected of outsiders, though. You have served Okron well today, so I'll compensate you for your expenses nonetheless. I suggest you reflect upon the scripture of yada 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 yada. Do not lose your way. 500 reward. Yoink. Good stuff. And, you know, not a lot of effort involved. Now let's see how they react to a check. I have no business with you, Dark One. Fair enough. So we're going to put him down. On the ground. We're not going to kill him. And then we're going to try to immediately pick him up with someone, you know, who they will speak with. Cool. And what if we try that one? Oh, if we do it that way, they won't pay us. But we do get some standing with them. There we go. We're up to 7 like points now. As compared to the dislike points with the Dust Bandits, for example. Honestly, I'll take it. 500 cats. That's gonna pay for the beds at least. Any more out there? No, currently. And we've got some guards coming back. That's alright. Those bulls? I think those are bulls. Yeah, wild bulls. Neat. Right. I'm gonna have a bit of a poke around in the bars. See if I can find out anything about this fog region. And we might just have to go there. After, of course, our people enjoy some well-deserved rest. Feck here is still gonna need a couple of hours before he can walk properly again. So we'll probably set off in the morning. Towards the fog. And so we find ourselves camped outside to the west of Stack. Where a paladin patrol had previously come through and... Well, I think there's fighting in the distance over here. Yeah. Well, a paladin patrol came through here. They killed some bone dogs. And we found some interesting loot, as well as a ton of meat, of course, which is going to keep us well fed for a while. You know, we'll definitely keep that train going. But we also found a ringed saber, and a hold saber. You can tell model number refitted blade, model number Katoon number 1. These are different kind of grades. And I think this hold saber might actually be the best weapon, quality-wise, that we have. It's got a cutting damage of 0.81, with a blunt damage extra of 0.18. 0.9 blood loss. Pretty good. If we now compare that to our horse chopper over here. An old refitted blade. You know, it's still a white quality, but there's definitely a higher tier in here. These are objectively superior. Yeah, 0.58, 0.10. It's got slightly better... Yeah, if we compare the ringed saber, it's got a -2 attack penalty instead of a -4. So it's even better in that regard. Or we could upgrade to another +2 defense. With the same attack penalty, basically. All interesting things to think about. Meanwhile, our inventories are jam-packed with meat now. People will automatically put meat in the campfire. It's an automated thing. You won't get any cooking skill for it, but at the same time, it's pretty easy. It's pretty quick. So what I think I'm gonna... Yeah, if I'm gonna be like sort of the tank, I'm gonna keep the hold saber for myself. We can just, I don't know, throw the horse chopper away or keep it around. It's not the worst weapon, I suppose. Yeah, Hobbs already got it. Half decent weapon. You know what? We'll give it to Hobbs, I think. There we go. And now we have 2 horse choppers that are still not the worst. Effect could stand to gain a little bit. Yeah, it's like 0.11 more damage. It's just a little bit of optimization. Here we can have the side-by-side comparison. It's slightly less heavy as well. So less strength, but also easier to wield it. Very nice find. And it was just out here. You can find some really good weapons. Just in animal camps. Or animal camps and animal dens. So do always keep an eye open for them. We'll be resting up here shortly just to recover our injuries. Not that we have too many, but it helps to stay topped up. Hobbs over here did go down to like -7 on his stomach. Oh, hello. Do you need something, brother? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Well, they're keeping the neighborhood safe at least. That's very important. I think it's time we continue traveling to this foggy region over here. Because we have these lanterns, and it would be a shame not to use them. Hobbs is no stranger to bar fights. But he is a stranger to skeletons. They're a rare sight, especially in the Holy Lands, which some say rightly fear them. What we have over here is a tech hunter. Tech hunters happen... well, they take a liking to skeletons, them being old tech themselves. What's rare is for one of these skeletons to happily sit inside the Holy Nation. Anyway, our trek to the north has been somewhat delayed temporarily because of a bunch of wild bulls. It turns out, for some reason, the guards had taken umbrage with them, and that's the fight that we saw in the distance earlier. The downside is, there's now a bit less wildlife walking around. The plus side is, each of these beauties carries 4 leather, 2 horns, which are like 150 each, and 10 pieces of raw meat. So we are extremely well provisioned for our travels ahead. Unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, Wasn't really much unfortunate about it. We could loot the shop guard here. I think we'll leave him be. We are currently being attacked? I don't see any movement. Oh. Hungry bandit leader. Right. We are a little split up. That is unfortunate. But really, we should be alright. Bard, if you could, like, keep your distance, that would be great. There we go. He's getting some range hits in this time. Ruka, you should really get up now. Right. Bard's gonna have to keep running for a while. But the plus side of having our long weapons is that they can attack multiple people at once, which is really good for crowd control against these poor bandits. I'm gonna try to go passive. I am on the way. It's gonna take me a bit because I'm slow. I'm not slow, I'm just really far away. But it can feel like forever sometimes. If this one bandit would just leave me the hell alone. Wolf Den 49 has been wiped out. I don't know where Wolf Den 49 is, so I don't really care. Feck just went down. We did get a hit on him. And the stagger on a successful hit is good enough to reload, but... Ooh. We're helped by Cat. A martial artist that happens to be traveling through the area. Or at least they seem like a martial artist because they have no weapons. Now if we could do us all a favor and just shoot this guy in the head, and... No, never mind. Bard's down. That helps too. Really doesn't help. Oh, these guys are so annoying. It's like, yeah, we're nearly ready to travel out again. Just need to cook a few pieces of meat. And suddenly everything goes to hell. There we go. Hobbs has got this. Hobbs can take out his hungry bandit leader, no problem. There we go. He's getting butchered. Look at that. Unfortunately, 2 versus 1 is not a fair fight. Although Hobbs is giving him a darn good kicking despite all that, and now I'm here to help. I've got a 21 defense now that I have this new fancy sword. There we go. See, we're outnumbered, but we're not outgunned. Which is fantastic to see. All of this training and these bonuses have... Ooh! An arm just went flying. That's what happened over there. Interesting. There we go. Me and Hobbs to the rescue. They won't be taking our food today, is what I'm telling you. And Feck's here on the ground, taking stabs at him anyway. Wow. That's pretty badass, Feck, I've got to be honest. Kudos. Right, let's get medicing, I guess. Now Daisy's here. She's gonna fetch the limb and run off with it. Our trophy, well deserved. Actually, we've got some more medkits. We can have multiple people doing medicing. That's fine. Daisy's gonna eat the limb. We're gonna take care of each other and then quickly head out before, well, too many bandits show up. There seem to be a lot of them about today. But I'm sure we can avoid them for now. To the fog we go. It took us quite a while to get up here, even though the distance wasn't really that far. The problem was that I turned up the squad number a bit, and there were a lot of hungry bandits. We were rather outnumbered. But we met an animal trader. And we bought a bull. Her name is Tasha. And she's going to be helping us carry stuff around. She's currently a pup, 0.21 age. You know, younger than little Daisy here, who's at 0.37. But the beautiful thing is, we can carry all this crap and only be slightly overweight. 25 out of 20. Wait, why are you guys running? That's usually bad. I had them walking in a nice formation and everything, but yeah. Anyway, 90% encumbrance reduction on the bull backpack here, which came for free. Well, I say came for free. It came with the purchase, so that's cool. We're now in the Foglands, and we've got some exploring to do, but first, it appears there's fogmen over here. You know what that means. We need to get ready for a fight. Looks like they're going at it quite well. They have numbers, which means that they're probably not going to be the best fighters in the world. We'll have a look at their stats in a moment. For now, though, we'll see how this holy patrol fares. They seem to be doing quite well. They have the planks, they've got the crowd control that really helps them. Looks like the game's loading something. Yep, there's the loading bar. That's alright, that happens occasionally. Seems like we missed most of the party here, to be honest. Yeah, fogmen. They're about Dust Bandit. Oh, are we done? There we go. Oh, we missed a fight. Can we do the looting? Thank you. I've got basic iron sticks, they're useless. Come on, game. Come on, game. There we go. No idea why it's being so weird suddenly. Although I am getting a lot of pop-ups on my screen, so that might be it. I love the Windows alerts being useful. Yeah, they just have a bunch of sticks. That's it. Oh, you've lost an arm. Severed hive left arm. Beautiful. We're gonna go and snag that up. Because we can eat it. Oh, they're getting back up. They're getting back up. This is a problem. And it's back down. Right, I don't think it's smart to stay here for long. I'm gonna form back up in a caravan pattern. And then ideally, we'll figure out why the hell this place is worth going to. Looks like a big valley up ahead. Something's not right about this place. Yeah, no, you're not kidding. Should get the hell out of it. Didn't take that many injuries, only took one on Hobbs. It's not bleeding. Men of fog don't sound very scary. Well, I ain't scared. Shut up. To be fair, once we start, you know, getting attacked by like 50 of them at once, I'm sure we'll sing a different tune. There was quite a big horde of them. I don't think the fog really does anything. But we've got the lanterns anyway. They're useful for lighting stuff up, which is nice. And, you know, we paid like 90 cats a piece. That's fine. Unfortunately, the fact that we just got ourselves a bull is gonna slow us down a fair bit. And Daisy, while having an athletics of 64, still has a penalty of 0.38. Or a modifier, even. So we're not going to get very far with that. Not at all. There are a lot of ruins here. Leads you to wonder. What did the ancient people build before this place fell to chaos? Why is there so much fog? What does it even do? Does it even do anything? Or is it just there to annoy us? Right now, seems to very much be the latter. It's quite annoying. Well, I think might be a... Oh, hello. I can see everything from here. That's nice. Hobbs, why are you not... Oh yeah, he's not following. That's annoying. Is there anything to see out here? Is there anything to go for? Anything at all in this weird fog? Not that I can see. That's helpful. Oh well, we'll continue walking for now, and if we bump into more fogmen, or you know, we find something interesting, I'll check back in with you. Who knows? There's gotta be something in here. Even if it's like the fogmen hideout. Oh, speaking of fogmen. Enemy spotted. I don't seem to notice us. Yet, anyway. Right. I'm going to be moving slow, and that's going to take a lot of time. But if you move slow, you can see what's around the corner before they see you. As evidenced by our Holy Nation patrol here. Oh no, these are human mercenaries. Interesting. That means there's got to be a traitor there, doesn't it? Usually is. Anyway, we're gonna go and have a look, poke around in the fog. For better or worse. It didn't take them long to find us. We had like 10, 15 coming at us through the fog. We are ready, which is good. We've all got secondary weapons now as well, all taken from the hungry bandits. Just to make sure that we were going to be prepared for whatever lies out here. And we are. Our skills are good. We've got decent numbers. Even if not a total majority. Crazy people. Following everywhere. Hobbs is a bit away, he was investigating. But it appears that we are fine. Let's go quickly patch up and keep moving. Our bull, unfortunately, is going to be very slow now. But we can't stay here, they will wake up. And where there's one fogman. Oh. There's gotta be 20 more. There's some escaped servants fighting over there. Probably going to get killed, one way or another. The fog is not very kind to strangers. Especially those that seek to unravel its mysteries. And in fact, right away, we've been attacked again. We didn't even get to clear the area, they were too fast. They were on us like lightning. Honestly. Ooh, that was a good charge by the bull. It's surprisingly effective in combat, I have to say. Especially in groups of this. But we're starting to take losses. Not necessarily in dropped people so far, although Daisy just went down. She should be able to get back up. But we're taking injuries. And that's the problem. Injuries need time and a safe place. And there is no safe place out here. Not that we have found so far, anyway. This is probably the best indication. And we're not far into the fog. We could feasibly pull out and go in another day. Looks like there's another wave of them coming over here. It's only 2 of them. We should be able to take them. It should be an R for different things. Especially when Bard keeps firing arrows into our back. I guess it helps well with the yeah, 16 shooting. Most of our injuries have probably been through Bard. In this mass combat. Good lord. Just shooting Feck in the back there. I'm debating whether he should still have that crossbow or not. It's proving to be more of a negative at this point than anything else. And his friendly fire stat, while going up, isn't helping. I guess we should be thankful that he's doing it with this weapon. And not a stronger one. And come more fogmen. Bloody hell. Yep, there's like 10 more up there. Oh my lord, that's a lot of them. Oh. There's some shouting going on over there. I'm not able to see what's happening over there, but clearly that's their camp. And people that go there have a bad time. A very bad time indeed. I think what we might have to do is pull out of the fog for now, while we're still alive. We're dying, but we're still alive. It's probably going to be the last time we can safely get out. Since they don't seem to be letting up anytime soon. Which is rather frightening. We need to lick our wounds now. And then get out. On the plus side, at least we're getting a lot of toughness training out of this, I suppose. Wounds are being taken care of. They're slowly starting to wake up, which is a bit of a problem. Oh, there we go. Bard actually shot him for once, and it worked. That's a plus. Right, Ruka, you grab the bull. Griffin, you grab the dog. And we need to move back into safety, wherever that might be. What's going to happen to these fogmen? To be honest, most of them are probably going to die. And I'm okay with that. It's either me or them in this world. And I'd much rather it be them. We'll have to probe the fog another time. Maybe it's someone more mobile. But first, we tend to our wounds. Although, while the other party successfully retreats from the area, there's still one more thing that needs doing, and by God, apparently it's slowing the game down a lot. I'm sneaking in, myself, alone. I've just taken out 2 drones over here. One of them even lost an arm, which I might be able to bring home for Daisy. But there is something that needs to be investigated. The shouting, the swearing, the madness. What is going on here? Oh, I discovered mongrel. What the hell's a mongrel? In the particular case of Kenshi, anyway. Oh. There's a city in the fog. We might be able to cut our way around and make it there next episode, but now, what is happening in the fog? An escaped servant and he's being eaten alive. Oh God. And he's being worshipped while fog princes literally tear him limb from limb. His right leg is being devoured as we speak. And he's screaming unconscious all the while. Oh, there goes his right leg. He's got massive blood loss now. Oh, that's a patrol. Thankfully, I am the stealthiest character that we have. And my injuries aren't too bad. But this is still pretty bad. Apparently they're eating multiple people at once as well. Left leg's now being eaten. His blood's going out fast. And these sickos are still worshipping it as it happens. Now, I know we're not supposed to judge other cultures on the face, but I don't think we need to do much insight here to figure out what's going on. He's still kicking and screaming. Well, not kicking anymore, he doesn't have any legs. But he'd be flailing if he could. I don't normally feel bad for bandits, or outlaws, or whatever they decide to call themselves. But I think this person has deserved pity. Nobody deserves this fate. Being tied to a pole. Eaten alive. All bugs literally worship you. Being eaten. I hope he's put out of his misery. Yes, he's dead. Good. At least I suppose they don't let any bits go to waste. There's more people captured. The misery doesn't end. Maybe one day we'll have to come back here and rid the world of these pests. For now, we'll be doing all we can, which isn't much. But we'll live to be able to do more. Although now that we know there's a city in the fog, next episode, we're going to have to go to Mongrel and see what's up over there. I could probably make the run myself, but that would be very dangerous. So for now, we're going to leave you with the screams in the distance. The herring thought in the back of our mind. Is this what civilization protects us from? Is this what civilization has fallen to? What could compel these strange bugs to act the way they do? Most importantly, is there anything we can do against it? I'd like to thank you all very much for watching another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and perhaps a comment down below as well. I always really appreciate it. And it's nice to see that people have been enjoying the series as much as I've been recording it. Until next time, don't get eaten by hivers. Have a good one, folks.